Hello, my name's Carl Kochar and I'm a technical architect at Microsoft. One of the really useful Microsoft 365 apps that is integrated with Microsoft Teams is Bookings. With more and more customer interactions moving online, the Booking app provides a simple way to schedule appointments via Microsoft Teams meetings that can be easily accessed by members of the public. In my opinion, the best way to get started with the Bookings tool is to use the web application to initially create the business function or functions you want to move online. Some of the components of the Booking app are appointment types, staff, and an optional Bookings web page. For each business function you add into the Bookings tool, you can create a specific profile that includes address, phone, email, business type, and various links to additional web content. In my healthcare demo, I've used a shared mailbox for the email account so that multiple people can easily access and respond to patient correspondence. I can also create a default business hours profile. However, as you will see, I can customize business hours in multiple places within the Bookings app configuration. I can also upload a different logo for each business function I define. As the name suggests, the staff pane is where I can add and manage the configuration of the individuals who will, in my demo example, support virtual healthcare appointments. When I add a person, I can use the default business hours schedule or create a custom one. I can also ensure that staff's own calendar appointments are synchronized with the Bookings tool calendar. In my environment, staff are configured with the viewer permission, which provides them read-only access to the Bookings calendar and settings. Optionally, I could also give staff admin rights, which allows them to edit the Bookings app configuration, add staff, and create meetings. Appointment types is where I set up the different services my virtual healthcare business function will provide to patients. Let's look at the setup options for an appointment type. Note that I can't currently share the web page for virtual patient visits as the booking page is not published. We'll look at this in a moment. On the page, we can see the staff who can be booked for patient appointments. As we scroll down, you'll see I can add a default virtual meeting duration, add some appointment buffer time before and after the call, set the maximum number of attendees, insert basic pricing information, and add notes about the service. I could, if I wanted to, allow patients to manage their own appointments. Whether this is a good idea or not is 100% down to the use case. One neat feature of Bookings is the tight integration with Exchange, which allows you to create email reminders in addition to the scheduling emails that users of the system receive. Bookings also allows me to set notification policies for each appointment type created. The booking page provides a number of policy options that can be set for the business function. The three I'll specifically highlight in this video are: 1. Require a Microsoft or Office 365 account to book. This basically ensures that only authenticated users can schedule a booking. 2. Show a personal data collection and usage consent toggle. This might be useful to meet policy or regulatory requirements. 3. Allow customers to choose a specific person for the booking. This can be switched on and off. If I want to enable the booking page, I just save and publish it. I can also embed it as an iframe into a web portal. The resulting booking page is created, which allows customers or authenticated users to create bookings via the web. With the booking calendar pane, I can see all the scheduled appointments for my medical staff and, based upon their calendar synchronization policy, any other existing calendar entries that will impact their ability to support virtual health meetings. The Bookings app allows an organization to maintain a repository of customers, in this case patients. As you can see, there are options to add, edit, delete, and import people into the tool. As bookings are created, patient details are also added to the database. When someone is added as staff into bookings, they will be sent a welcome email. The system can be configured to either automatically approve a user's staff membership or require that staff members have to opt in to receiving virtual appointments. In my configuration, members of the business function have been asked to approve their membership. The approach that's taken will ultimately be decided by the use case and/or organizational policies. In reality, the Microsoft Teams booking app surfaces a subset of the functionality provided by the web portal. The key thing to note is that any change made in either interface is reflected in the other surface. Hence, my recommendation, as I previously mentioned, is to create the base booking system configuration via the web and then use Microsoft Teams for the operational scheduling function. However, you can also create, edit and view some of the bookings system settings directly from Microsoft Teams. These include some of the business details, some of the appointment types, parameters, and staff. When I create a new booking in Teams, I provide the patient name, their email address, and optionally their phone number. Then I choose the date and time of the appointment and select the staff member I want to support the meeting. I also have the option of adding some internal notes and editing the standard email reminders. Importantly, I also need to acknowledge that attendees have consented to email communications. When the booking is complete, I press the send button. To show an example of the resulting meeting invites, I switch to Christie's Outlook client. As you can see, she has received both the original patient visit mail and the reminder. Both communications have the meeting join button for easy access into the scheduled call. When I switch to the patient's email account, we can see that Megan has also received an original and reminder email, and similarly, each copy contains the Microsoft Teams meeting join button. One final important point to be aware of is that the external attendees do not require a Teams license to be able to use the booking service.